everyone, this is GFrom. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to my two-part review of Tomb Raider. So let's take a look at the add-on Tomb Raider Unfinished Business right away, shall we? As some of you know, Unfinished Business is MS-DOS exclusive add-on for the original Tomb Raider, released in 1998. I bought the PC Tomb Raider in 2001 or so, when I already had the PlayStation version, just because it only costed like 3 Deutsche Mark. That's about €1.50. But Unfinished Business didn't come with it. Unfortunately, it didn't work that well on my Windows Millennium, so I never touched it again. While doing a little research for the Tomb Raider review, I saw that you could download the add-on if you had the original copy for free. Lucky me, found the old thing in the closet, so I was ready to go. Well, of course not. This game is so old, it doesn't work on Windows Vista at all. So what do? There's a wonderful website called tombraiders.net. Just click on the Unfinished Business walkthrough and you will find the files that are necessary in order to get this game to work. So I downloaded the DOS box and the add-on, and it actually worked. But only now is when you realize what you have to go through. Recording my footage was impossible because the game would run so slow that it became unplayable. A friend of mine has told me how to fix that problem, but in the meantime I asked YouTube user LaraPL if I could borrow the footage of her walkthrough, and that's fine. So I want to give a shout out to LaraPL. Check out this channel for tons of Tomb Raider walkthroughs. I'm not a PC gamer. Getting used to the controls is balls for me. It just feels inconvenient when we just could have a regular controller instead. So what did I do? I took my USB controller and guess what? The menu just spins to the right and I can't do anything. If I pull the controller out and in again, I had about 1 second to push a button, and that didn't work most of the time. Now I had to deal with the keypad. First it was a pain in the ass, the navigation sucked and finding the buttons you had to push was tedious as hell. But as I played, I got better, and now I'm actually kind of okay at it. The first thing I noticed, however, was that all of the objects that are supposed to be in front of Lara are behind her for some stupid reason. What the heck is that all about? It's hard to see where to go, and I could even see objects behind a wall, which is pretty damn confusing if you ask me. And believe it or not, I could even see the enemies behind the wall, or on the floor above me. Sometimes I could even shoot them. I mean, that can make things easier, but that's not what it's all about, is it? It's not as scary when you already see that demon behind the door. On the other hand, I could see some medipacks and ammo that I certainly wouldn't have found without this glitch. Overall, the navigation with the keypad and the weird objects made this experience a hell of a lot harder than it should have been. But wait, there's more. This game is hard, which made me die a lot. That's not a big deal, but after loading the game 4 or 5 times, the game would crash and shut off every time. How annoying is that when you have to restart the game so damn often? You can't imagine how often I had to hear the core design intro. And the best part about it is that the menu would freeze most of the time after this happened. So I ended up waiting for the notebook to cool down in order to continue the game. It would have been easier to play this on an old DOS computer. But I'm not going through that shit again. I'm not buying an old MS-DOS just to play 4 levels of Tomb Raider I've never played before. Yeah, that's right. Tomb Raider Unfinished Business has 4 levels. 2 in Egypt and 2 in Atlantis. The Egypt levels take place several months after the events of the first game. Lara returns to the city of Kamun to investigate the Temple of the Cat. The Atlantis levels take place straight after the events of Tomb Raider. Remember how she slides down the slope after you defeated Natla? Well, it wasn't over here because Lara had still tons of demons to kill. It would have made more sense to play the levels the other way around, but whatever. In terms of difficulty, this is definitely the right order. The first Egypt level is like one of the original Egypt levels, just that everything is underwater, which gives it an interesting twist. One interesting thing about the Egypt levels is that they take place outside at some points. You can see the stars and stuff. That's when I realized that you aren't outside one single time in the first game, with the exception of the Lost Valley where the sky is black anyways. These levels focus a lot on jumping and puzzle solving, but there are still lots and lots of panthers, crocodiles and mummies to deal with. The Atlantis levels, however, are the real deal. They also are as tricky as ever, sure, but it's swarming with demons. They are all over the place and gang up on you. Mix that with no skills on the keypad, objects are getting away, and you know that you're screwed. I dare to say that the last level on here is the hardest level of the original storyline. There is one point near the end where you have to deal with I think 8 demons at the same time. I tried running away, I tried jumping all over the place, but there are lava pits in the same room, so I died and died and died and died. Now, however, when I recorded this with my brand new full HD camera, I made it on the first try, so I guess I've gotten better with the time. Graphic wise, the MS-DOS version looks better than the PlayStation port. It doesn't look as edgy and feels smoother overall. The levels are well designed with some of the trickiest jumps and platforming elements I've seen in a while. When it comes to music, there isn't much to say, because there is no music at all, not even in a regular game. It's not quiet all the time though, you hear echoes and wind, and even sounds that aren't in the PlayStation version. But no orchestra. Some might say it enhances the atmosphere, I say that's right, but the awesome soundtrack from the first game could have helped. There's nothing bad I can say about the add-on itself, but they really took challenge to a whole new level. By that I mean that there are way too many enemies to fight, especially in Atlantis. It's a bit disappointing that there's no cutscenes at all. The game itself doesn't even tell you the story. You're just in Egypt and then all of a sudden you're in Atlantis with no explanation. And when you're in a large room full of stuff, the game slows down so hard that it's really hard to tell what you're doing. I fell to my death so many times just because of shit like that. I guess that once again has something to do with Windows Vista, but man, cut me a break. Other than that, Unfinished Business is as fun as ever. One huge improvement is that you can save wherever and whenever you want. Gone are the stupid save crystals. I think it would have been impossible for me to play this game without saving everywhere. In 4 levels I saved over 100 times. You can't imagine how awesome it was to play new levels of one of my favorite games, 13 years after playing it the first time. It was just like in '97. I was running around for an eternity trying to find out what to do. And for some reason I liked it in Tomb Raider. In other games like Zelda I get pissed if I get lost, but here I'm so dragged into the tombs that I just can't quit. And I told you how much trouble I had while playing. I think no other game could have made me sit through such annoying shit. I've completed this game and it was worth all the bullshit I had to take. Although the ending was kind of lame, because nothing happens, the screen turns black and you have to hit the Windows button. That sums it all up, doesn't it? But I had to make a video about it, to tell you about a truly unique gaming experience. I made a little research for this video, and guess what? There is a way to fix the thing with the joystick. And guess what? There is a way to fix the stuff with the objects appearing behind you. God damn it, I should use Google more often. It could have been so easy. If I now find a way to prevent the game from crashing after loading 4 times, I'm a total jerk. So, with that being said, if you love Tomb Raider as much as I do, you have to pick up the add-on. If you have an old copy, the add-on is for free, so why not? But keep in mind that you have to download all this crap in order to have a good time, otherwise you get as frustrated as I was. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you liked my kind of different review of Tomb Raider Unfinished Business and that it was kind of entertaining. Feel free to rate, comment and subscribe. My next review will be Sonic the Hedgehog for the Game Gear. I'll see you later, have a nice day. Oh, I died. Look at this. This is ridiculous.